All right, guys, so we're back today in the garage doing what we do, and that's checking up on that good old-fashioned restore and protect. I'm hoping what the first part of this video is just going to be me. I'm going to sort of quote-unquote rinse this tubing out with some restore and protect. And that way, because the last time, I don't know if you saw my video, I didn't use this hose here because the hose was too big, because it was like a tapering of inside of the Colorado's oil, I guess, what is it? Oil, the checker that I can't, dipstick, sorry. And so I couldn't get it down in there, but maybe on the Buick it's different. Now I'm gonna try this first. If this does not fit, then I'll have to make sort of the same contraption that I did last time with a smaller diameter line. So what I'm doing now is I'm just kind of just wiping this off a little bit. And we're just gonna just commit to doing this. Let's put this here, put the O-ring in. O-ring goes here. We're just gonna put it right in and screw her down and get her tight. Okay. Just gonna take this good again. This is restore and protect, just so it'll be, again, this is the best case scenario here. Just to, again, if this was just me collecting an oil sample, you just want to send it in, probably a little residual from another oil change probably might not be that big of a deal, especially if you're trying to go for longevity with your oil. But being that we're trying to get as clean as possible here, we're going to try to stay as, try to get the most accurate numbers that we possibly can get. So we'll go ahead and dip that down in there. As you see, that's in there. And we're just going to pump this here, and hopefully, look at this, already coming just like that. And again, if you want one of these pumps here, I got a link in the description. They got these pumps on Amazon here. They're just they just don't have a sticker on it. It's the same pump, so you can check that out. Why does, and I tell you this, my last video I made, you might be interested in it. I made a video about the V-Diag V500 Pro, which is basically a power probe type circuit tester, but it has oscilloscope, 5-volt reference, and a injector pulsing, and plus many other features. So again, I'm saying that to say you might be interested in it if you're watching this stuff like this. I don't really promote a lot of stuff on my channel unless I really think it's something useful. And well, I find that quite useful. And hey, check it out, and you'll help the channel out one way or the other, at least just by watching the video and liking it. All right, so maybe I think that's enough, probably ran through it. So let me release the vacuum here. Matter of fact, let me pull this out of here. Try to get as much out of this line as possible here. Again, this is not going to be the best case scenario here, but we got the best case scenario would just be getting some fresh tube. And what I do is I'm going to try this out here. I don't think it's going to just, if you just got a little bit of residual, and it shouldn't really do anything. I mean, in terms of, I would say, because I know in this biological industry, usually stuff is within plus or minus 20% is accurate. So that's not always the case, but just saying it, like, it probably won't make skew the results that much, if at all. So we're just going to pump this a little bit more just to try to get as much as we can out of here. I think that's about as much as we're going to get. What I'll do is, and before I do that, let me see, I'll probably hold the hose up a little bit and see if a little bit drained down. I'll do that off camera. And when we come back, we'll be set up under the hood. We're going to draw a sample. We're going to take the oil filter off, and then we are going to analyze that oil filter under the microscope. All right, guys, we're back here, and I got everything out as much as I could outside of the hose. And I don't know if I mentioned how many miles in the car, but it's 1,432 miles on this oil change here. So let's take a look at the oil, see what it looks like up close. Let me wipe that down. And as you see, that's what it looks like on the paper. Let's do it again, just to give it a second shot here. And let's see here, see what that looks like there. I just take on a clean piece of the paper, and we'll just squeeze it. And not too bad. It still doesn't look dark or necessary. It definitely looked like it's dirty, not dirty, but you know what I mean, just like it's used oil. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for that. Let me set this off to the side. And one last thing I will mention is that from here on out, this is going to be the last, I guess, filter check. Now I'm gonna still do intermediate checks on the oil, but I'm only gonna check the filter at the end of the oil change interval after this check here on my Colorado and on this car here. So that way, because again, it's adding some value to the channel, but at the same time, it's probably only used for the end. So let me see, that kind of bottomed out there. Let's see, not too hard. Let me just give it a pump here and see what happened. I don't feel anything. Let me see, I'm pumping. Let me just give it, I don't want to push it too hard here. I just want to give it, I'm going to try to turn the hose in another fashion because it is, the way that this is going is hooking like this. So let's see if I turn it this way. I don't want to force anything, but just want to see if it'll go a little further. Okay, I feel a little different, I think. No, I think it's still bottoming out on something. Let's see. Yeah, I'm pumping it. As you can see, nothing there is happening. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do here, matter of fact, let me just double check here. Yeah, it's not going any further. So what I'm going to do here is that I'm going to go back over to the bench. I'm going to just do this off camera, and I'm going to clean out the hose that I used the last time with the smaller diameter and stick that down in there. And then that's where we'll pick back up on the video. All right, guys, we're back here with the smaller diameter hose. I cleaned it out. It's going to have a little bit of Restore and Protect, you know, but it is virgin. So it shouldn't, well, let's put it this way, it's not really going to skew the actual contaminants and things like that. So if it does skew it, it shouldn't be that much. So I'm not too worried about it. It's just more or less just to see, because my biggest concern is insolubles. That's the thing that I really want to know the most about, because to me, if you're breaking down insolubles, if insolubles goes up, again, of course, you're doing, you are, you know, really getting, you know, getting in there, getting the carbon buildup broken down. Let's see, can I get this down in there? Uh-oh. Let's see here. I'm gonna just give it a quick pump real quick and see what happens. Do I feel it? So it may be kind of difficult because this line, I may even have to make a new line here. Wait a minute, let's see. Push it a little further here. Okay, I think it just went past that little, the tapering part here. Maybe this would work here, let's see. I think that worked. Let's see, because it's not sucking air. Let's see, maybe it is. No, I think it worked. Let's see. I think you can see right here. Let's see. Let's give it a second here. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, there we go. There we go. All right, so that worked. So with that said, that's gonna, oh, no, it moved. Maybe I need to push it a little bit further. Maybe it was just barely touching the side of the oil something there. A little bit further. Okay, let's try it again. No. A little further. Okay. Go a little further. Wow, that thing is down there. See what we got here. I think this is doing something here. Okay, I think we got something here. Let me just push it down just a little tad bit further. Yeah, that's a little bit further there. So much air coming in, but I guess that's because of how hard it's pulling the actual, so it's because of just diameter. I mean, it's just like, push it down a little further there. Yeah, we're coming in because you can see it filling up here. And again, like I said, the biggest thing I am concerned with actually, again, is the insolubles. The other stuff, far as like, I guess I do want to look at the gas content as well to see if there's any gas. Because, for example, if the rings are being cleaned and you got, say, some wear on the rings or inside of the piston, you know, lands in there, maybe some gas might be you know, introducing some more fuel into the oil somehow or another. But again, as far as the actual, let's see what else. Wear metals, yeah, of course that's important. And again, as we've already seen with the Colorado, potentially when you break down carbon, you know, that's caught inside the engine, you may be releasing contaminants into the system that might be artificially elevating the levels temporarily. But what will happen is that should be, if that is the case, over time, those will go down. So that's what we're going to see again. Because after this interval here, again, I'm gonna try to come up with a new way to collect the sample in a better way, you know. So, but this seems to be working. And again, like I said, it may not be the best way, but at least it is giving some indication. And again, the insolubles for me is going to be the core storyteller here out of all the things that we see. That's just my perspective on it. So anyway, I'll just let this fill up here. And if you guys want to take a look, I'll just speed this part of the video up. But if not, well, just fast forward a little bit and you'll be back to the part where we'll be taking off the oil filter. All right, guys, that there should be enough. Again, that's more than 3/4 of the way full. So anyway, that's it. We're gonna jump right ahead into collecting the, removing the oil filter, and we're gonna analyze that under the microscope. All right, guys, let's see here. Can we go ahead and get this filter up out of here? I got my oil pan under the car, gonna catch all the excess oil. Let's go ahead and turn this. This should only be hand tight. Yeah, there we go. Gotta be turning just like, oh, let me go get, somewhere to put this filter right quick. I need to get forgot about that. I need my little magic black oil pan here. Because again, I gotta have somewhere to put this filter here. So, put the oil pan, put that right there, handy. So, I'm gonna try to turn this right here so in such a way that when I pull it out, I can contain all the oil inside the filter as possible. I may just empty it right out. I'm not sure what I'll do this yet. I know it's going to be quite a bit that's going to come out. Probably, I don't know, maybe a half a quart, I guess. I don't really know, maybe a quarter of a quart. But I'll check the oil in the end and replace whatever needs to be put back in there. Actually, not much is coming out. That's amazing. There we go. Good old filter here. I don't know if you can see that. That's a UP. I got it zoomed in. That's why you probably can't see. But let me lay this filter down real quick. And that's pretty much it. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get me the filter, the replacement filter, and put that right back up here while you guys are checking this out. And again, this is the, this here, which filter is this? I don't think this is the 63. This here is the I can't remember, 48, yeah. I can't remember my filters here. I got a bunch of stuff here in my box here. All right. As you can tell, I was a little ill prepared here, but that's okay. I got to check my filter stash anyway. They probably got to replenish it a little bit here. And let's see here. All right, so I finally pulled that out. Got that good old, oh, surprised, I didn't even realize that. These right here, let's see here, let me show you. These right here are actually, I don't know if you can see, they're actually made in the USA. Pretty amazing. All right, so now, let me get my little bottle of oil here. I'm gonna prepare to filter this, lube up that ring, and put that back. And then we'll be in business. We'll be ready for some, to analyze this filter under the scope and see what we got here. Because again, I'm suspecting we're going to see a lot of dirt in the pleats, just like in the Colorado. If you've been watching my videos, I opened up one of the filters in that video, prior to the Restore and Protect round, and the filter was quite clean. But after adding the Restore and Protect, actually, the pleats in the filter had much more dirt in them. So to me, I want to believe that at least that was the insolubles being broken down and catch some of the bigger ones that was being caught inside of the filter there. Wipe that off. That's nice. I didn't know that about this car. First time I ever took the oil filter off in the middle of an oil change, that not much. Let me see here. Not much oil comes out of this thing. I can't get it to seat in properly on that thing. Wait a minute, I think I need to use my right hand here. I'm gonna have to come across y'all right quick here because I think I need to do this right here with my right hand for some reason. If I can see where I'm going here. Okay, right here. Wait a minute. Dang, what is going on here today? I can't get the oil filter to seat. This is the right oil filter, but it's just, for some reason, I guess today the oil, I just can't. There we go. I guess my hands are so slippery with all this oil and stuff on my gloves. I'm trying to keep it clean and wiping them as much as possible so I don't have to change gloves. But probably just enough slippage to make a little task like that a little bit more difficult. All right, there we go. Got him in there. All right, now I'm gonna come back on this side with my right hand so I can tighten it down hand tight. Let's see here. There we go. Not too tight, but nice and tight. There we go. I like it. All right, there we go. Not too tight, but nice and tight. All right, guys, so that's it. Got the filter in place. Let's go ahead. We got the old filter out. We're gonna go ahead and jump over to the bench, open this puppy up. Let's do it. All right, guys, now we're actually coming to the more fun part of the video here, and that is cutting this filter open and examining it under the microscope. For me, this never gets old. I kind of enjoy doing this, so pretty interesting. So go ahead and crack into this thing here. Undo this a little bit more. All right, wait a minute, is that right? No, not quite. All right, let's try this now. This should go up here. Oh, there we go. Now we tighten it down. I think before it would have worked, I just didn't push it hard enough. All right, so let me go ahead and turn that in a little bit here. And I need to get a better grip here. It's always that oil on my hand here. Let's see, can we? Yeah, it's just so, my hand just so slippery here. Let me, maybe if I undo it, maybe if I try to go a little bit less aggressive on the cut. That's probably the problem here. I kind of etch into it first and kind of spin it a little bit. This thing is some kind of slippery here. I never can, maybe the blade is getting dull at the same time too. I need something to be get a little bit better grip, and I just can't grip this thing for the life of me. Hold on, wait a minute. I got some dirty gloves right here I don't care about. Maybe I put this on. Let me put this on because I don't really care about these gloves anyway. I'm gonna throw them away. Okay, that's a little better. And maybe maybe what's happening here is this thing is getting dull on me here. This blade, because man, wow, that is. I don't remember it being this hard here. Could be the blade getting dull on me here. But anyway, we're getting inside of it. Good Lord, what is going on here today? I never had this much problem here in the past with this. I mean, they cut right in. Maybe I need to change the blade on this thing. That's probably what it is. Because I have done, I mean, it's just sort of a quote unquote cheaper tool here. It's not like it's some terribly expensive. So, but we're getting inside of it. We're making some progress here. I am getting a workout here at the same time. So, all right, I feel it breaching the actual metal here. There we go. Finally got it. And I do remember the last time that I saw some fresh shavings in there and they kind of alarmed me. But I think we had a discussion in the comments that those shavings were likely just shavings from cutting this open with this. So if we see any, fresh, shiny shards of metal, we can almost certainly say that they came from this right here being cut open. Let me go ahead and close this here up. Put this back in its home over there in that box. And we can begin to cutting open the filter media here. All right. So anyway, just in case nobody's ever seen inside of here, here's the little I forget what you call it. So I guess it's the drain back valve here. Here's the top here. This is pretty hefty metal here. Let's go ahead and open this up here. Look at all that oil in there. I don't know if you can see. Let me see if I can pour. I don't see any. I'm trying to see if I see anything in it that kind of stands out. The oil is terribly. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's do this. I got some cups right here that I use for my test. So let's pour some of this inside of here. Take a look and see what we got. Not much on the inside. I mean, there is a little something in there, but not anything that you might be able to see that. My hands are so dirty, I don't want to touch my lights and pick them up. But you might be able to see, but it's nothing really sitting down there alarming in the bottom. I mean, there's some sizable, maybe I'll take my glove off just for this, just to do this part here, because I can't let y'all go without seeing that. Oh my goodness, I'm just dropping stuff everywhere. Not much though. All right. Let's see. Can y'all see? You see right there on top of that? Yeah, right there. See right there, the little crud. Let me turn it this way to put it on the top. Yeah, just some little sizable particles in there. Nothing really unexpected there. All right, so taking a look at the oil here, just kind of looks very used. Nothing necessarily exciting there. So I'm gonna just set that over here. I'm gonna set this out of the way here. Now, I have to put another glove back on since I took that one off. In fact, I'll just get a new pair anyway. I run through gloves a lot because, again, I run back and forth inside of my house. So I just normally buy the cheapest gloves that I can buy in bulk because I know I use a lot of them. And for that reason, got to put a new battery. See that light flashing? Got to put a new battery in my light here. Got to have that. Let's go ahead and do that while we're standing here with our hands free and clean. Let's go ahead and do that. I love that old Ryobi system. All right, there we go. We back. All right, so now let's clean everything up here a little. Just, well, not necessarily clean, but let's get everything in a working order here. So now, this here is the filter out of the, I don't think I've ever cut one of these filters open. I have not actually. I've only cut open a filter off my 2017 Lacrosse. And I may have mistaken it for this car because I don't remember a filter this short here except for to come out of my wife's Honda CR-V. So, seems like it's the first time I cut one of these opening. Let's see here. I don't know if you can see that on the bottom there. Looks like some little, oh, they're not particles. I thought it was particles, but not anything terribly exciting there. Just the typical stuff we normally see. Nice, strong spring. Nice, I guess this is the drain back valve here. Or what do you call not drain back valve, when the pressure, I can't remember. I'm just at a loss of words right now. I'm sorry about that, but you know what that is. All right, let's cut this open here. Go ahead and slice this open right here. Can't wait to get inside this filter here because it looks quite brown. Because again, I know this engine here is dirty. It's not super dirty, but she dirty though. Not terrible, but because I think I read a Carfax on the first owner of this car, and it looks like they were getting oil changed at every probably 10,000 miles or so, I believe, if I recall right. And we all know that well, most reasonable people that take care of their own car know that that's a bad idea to do something like that. So let's see. So how can we get this off here? Maybe we have to take this off and then cut it and then pull it out. Let's see what we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to take this, cut this a little different the way it's glued in there. Then we're gonna have to, okay, I think we gotta cut a little deeper here. Let's see what'll happen here. This one is taking a little effort to get out. Normally they come out a little bit easier than this. I don't know, maybe, and also my razor could be dull too, because I mean, this is a cheap razor I got here. I mean, it's not like it's anything special, so. Let's just do a quick onesie all the way around again. All right, let's see what we got now. That seemed to help some. Okay, so this side here. Yeah, don't worry. The next video when I do this, I'll have a fresh razor in there. I haven't even considered, I'm gonna do a fresh razor, a fresh blade on my opener and everything, because definitely it's about time. I mean, these things are cutting right straight into some metal. I definitely need a little change out there. Let's see what we got here now. Okay, let's try that. Okay, now it's the top side still needs to be cut. Try not to cut myself here because this stuff here is slippery here. Obviously, it's. All right, there we go. I just ripped it just slightly. Yeah, I never cut one of these open. If I have said in the past I cut a filter open for this car here, I don't know if I have. I believe I was mistaken with my other Buick, since their filters look similar except for the Buick. My other Buick, the filter's just taller. But again, I like the design, very robust design that they've got here. But definitely this burnt oil here, it smells. I don't know how to say it, but it smells very used. I'll just say it like that. I don't know how to say it. Let's take a look on the inside here. Let's try to get a quick visual. I mean, that does look. I mean, get a quick visual here. It's hard to say. It does smell like. It does smell like a lot of gas here. But traditionally, this car does run rich. And so there could be a lot of, gas. And it's a direct injection. And I mean, the valve head, the valve seats, they got a lot of carbon around the valves. And I mean, so I'm assuming that there's going to be a lot of gas getting by into the oil in this car for sure. Because I can tell you right now, I've never opened a filter up on this car here. All right, well, we're seeing some things here that look a little, I don't know how well you can see that, but we're going to take a look at this here on the microscope anyway. I mean, it definitely, yeah, that thing smells really like gas, and it also just looks inside of this thing. So maybe, I want to say that I cannot wait to see what these insolubles look like, because man, this is quite amazing here. Yeah. This is quite amazing. So, all right, let me change my gloves. Let me pull out the microscope and get that set up. And we're going to analyze this thing under the scope and just see what we see. All right, guys, we're at the part here where we came to see, and that is what's going on up under this microscope. Let me get everything set up here. Right, it's a little, I forgot about this here. Some kind of way came loose here. So let's go ahead. Let me get everything set up and I'll begin recording. I just want to get it zoomed in first. And I will start recording now. So let's see, can we zoom in just a bit? Let me come down on it a little bit. I want to get a little bit closer. Zoom in a bit here. Oh, there we go. Let's focus that a little bit better there. Maybe lift up a little bit so we can see. Just get a little thing. Let me try to find the optimal I can here. Because it's so saturated with oil. Maybe if I lift up a little bit. Let me try a little different angle here. All right, that's probably about the best we're going to get right here. All right, so it's hard to say what I'm saying because, again, it's just so... Wait a minute, let me turn this light off. Maybe if I turn the backlight off, would that even help? Let's see. Would that even help? Let's see. Let me... For some reason, I felt like it focused better. I mean, I think it's focusing good, but it's just that I think that the wetness of the actual field... Let me lift up a little bit higher here. I feel like it could be better than this, but I feel like it's all... Let me cut this one off. What about that? Cut that light off there. Something just doesn't seem right here today. But anyway, we're going to roll with it and see what we see here. We're going to keep trying. There's not much I can't really see on this side here. Okay, we're looking, take this off here. Looking right down here in the middle of this one here, don't see much. See a little body there, but that's not really anything of importance there. Let's see. Nothing really stands out as of yet, even just visually looking at it. Let's see. I don't think we can see. What about this? What about if I take a paper towel and that makes it a little better. Yeah, because again, I think it's just the level of oil on it. It's just that, and doing that, if there's something to see, that will wipe it away. So that's kind of defeating the purpose. So let me go a little further here. It's hard to say here because I feel like everything is just so washed out. I don't know. I haven't changed any settings on my camera here, and just feel like it would be better than this. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Well, let me turn this off here. What happens when I do that? It might be able to get this. Okay. All right, so back to the action here. I don't really see anything. What is this here? Oh, that's just a blob of something there. Nothing that important there. Seems to be something pretty typical. Probably be just a piece of adhesive or something. I don't really see anything standing out other than the fact that I need to see what a filter look like, but it does look rather dirty though. I mean, compared to the other filter. The other filter was more of a tan color. This right here is more of a dark, like sort of muddy type color. So I believe that this thing here is just is full of what's this right here? Actually, let's see here. We got some little bodies inside of here, inside of the pleats. That probably don't mean all that much, but still, there's that. Let's go here. See what we see. Yeah, all of these pleats here, I see a bunch of bodies here. See all right here. Let's go a little further here. I'm gonna just try to pick some random spots. Of course, we can't go through the whole filter, but It's just like everything is just really, I don't know. I think actually under this layer of these filters, I think there's some fine particles. It's just hard to pick up. I mean, I think I can see them, but I don't know how well this is going to come through on the video when I actually publish it. So I think this stuff is really super saturated with little foreign bodies here. Let's take a look at this side here and see what we got here. It's just a shame to my camera. Next time I do this, I'll make sure to double check everything before I start. But all that stuff looks pretty normal. But again, the filter itself just looks a bit dirty. Probably doesn't mean a whole lot in all honesty. But again, as I stated earlier, what's going to really tell the story here is like what's going on with those insolubles. Let me try to get a little closer here. So it's just so saturated with oil that you can't. Maybe we could at least see maybe a little bit better here. No, I just can't see for some reason. Everything is just so. The refraction of the light is really getting to us today. Let me just back up a little bit. I was trying to get as close as I could to see some kind of way. Could you? I don't think you can. I'm going to try something again. Turn the light all the way down. What about this? Let's try it like this. No, that's not helping. Okay. Yeah, but anyway, we're still seeing what we see under the filter. We'll take a look at the filter, just a quick glance on the camera within itself in a second. But I'm still just going through, just looking and again, just checking pleats. Because the main thing I'm doing here again is just checking the pleats and seeing that I see anything noticeable, especially inside these pleats. Only thing I can say is that overall, that it's hard to really pick up on this through this microscope is that the filter itself is just seems to be really like darker than, like, for example, the filter that came out of my Colorado and out of my 2017, the actual filter media itself. And so maybe this stuff might be working on this engine here good. Again, I am, the only thing I'm excited for now is I really got to see these insolubles here. So let me slide the microscope out of the way, and I'm going to just do one last good pass over it under the camera, and hopefully we could, it'll come through a little bit better in the video. But for some reason, I don't know why, I think it's just this saturation of this oil here is just causing this not to really come through. All right, guys, we're back here. Here is the filter media under some light here. And just trying to stretch it and trying to get it at a good angle so you can actually see what we see here. It doesn't really look all that bad, but again, I do remember the coloration of the actual media seems to be lighter, but could be a different media. I'm not sure, but at the same time, I have two other GM vehicles and the media was lighter, and I don't know. I just feel like that this stuff just may be working really well in this car because this filter's so dirty. It seems to be dirty to me anyway. And I can smell a lot of oil and things. I mean, a lot of gas, things like that, which again, changing the oil in itself. Now, when I change the oil in the car, I'm going to take a smell the oil and see if it smells like gas, because I've never ever changed the oil in this car and it smelled like gas to me. Even though this filter smells like I just changed the filter on my wife's Honda CR-V, which always smells like gas because of that particular 1.4 turbo in it. So yeah, that's it. It's not much really to say here this time, this go around here, other than we got to wait and get them results. And then we can sort of go back and maybe retroactively make some claims about this filter. But for now, I can't make too many claims about it, but just intuitively, the darker color of this filter media is making me think that this thing is super saturated with insolubles. Just maybe. It's just a theory. It's my working theory. If I have to now, just for science, I'll cut open a new one and compare the filter. But again, I'll save that for a later date. until we come to some other conclusions. Like, for example, if I get these results and it does not show any levels or any reasonable levels of insolubles, I'll cut open a new filter just to see how dark the actual filter is compared to this. So with that said, guys, I appreciate you guys watching. This has been an update on my Restore and Protect journey. There will be more to come. And again, I'm going to try to keep up with this oil and catalog everything that I can, document everything that I can. And again, it's pretty exciting. Take care, guys. I'll see you later. Bye.